Ender.
It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 1023, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
Good morning. I am Nate Shaw, the defensive coordinator of Lafayette Christian School, and welcome to the Saturday morning quarterback Lafayette Christian School edition. I am pleased to bring into a show. I'm here with our history teacher over at Lafayette Christian School, offensive coordinator, U.S. Navy retired. He has fought cancer and communism, not simultaneously. And it is Coach Glenn Quiggle. Welcome to the show, Glenn.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Tell us, we just ended our 10-game regular season over at LCS. I'm going to have a problem here for people listening on the air to the show. Not saying we, being as that I am a coach and also playing host here today. And just to remind our folks, we are coming to you live from the Kia showroom on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, surrounded by beautiful Kia automobiles manufactured here locally, over right just down the road in West Point. And we're so thankful for Kia for opening themselves up to us as Lafayette Christian School Cougars, and being able to talk about a great game last night for the Cougars as the Cougars come away victorious 49-28 over North Georgia Christian Academy out of Gainesville, Georgia. I finally figured out where that was. And so, Coach, give us a rundown of what happened last night. Give me a sense of the week of preparation. As being a teacher myself, I was not able to be there because of my teaching duties. And give us the mindset of the team as they prepared for this week.
Well, first of all, we were really fortunate last night that we didn't get anybody hurt. We've got a lot of injuries so far. We've been leaking football players, and we dressed 13 last night, and the 13 that we dressed were U.S. Marines, and we came out and played like it. There probably during the week we had to change a lot of things because of the lack of numbers. We were using cones out there to for placement to line their defense up so we could run plays against it. We have a 62-year-old quarterback on the. That was me. I'm not very fast at all anymore. But we got through the week of preparation. It was a long week, but we had some good information on them. We received the kickoff last night, and there were probably two critical moments in the game last night. And one was after we got the kickoff, we came upfield, and then we fumbled the ball, and there was a quarterback misexchange of the center, and I got 50% of the discredit on that because we were audibilizing the snap count, and we probably did it the wrong time, and that's at least 50% on the offensive coordinator, me. So I don't want Matt to feel bad about that one. But the turnover helped produce a touchdown, and they have a great kicker, and he kicked about a laser shot for an extra point, about 60 yards worth, and we're down 7-0. But we got the guys together on the sideline, and we got them together, and they came back up the field. We scored, and we stopped them. We scored again, so we never trailed after that. We went into halftime 28-14 up, and I know you and I were over there at halftime making a few adjustments. Not many. We just had to come out and get after them, and we did. But we kicked the ball off, and they scored, and now we got a tight game. But we rallied together again, and we answered their score with one of ours, and then we put some more up on the board, and they got one late on us on a Hail Mary with no time left for the final differential. But preparation was very good. I think we used about 2 boxes of tape to get everybody ready to go for the game, and we've had to fight that all year long. And we had a middle school coach came and talked to us over a week ago, a pregame devotional. Talked about adversity, and that very last Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
It was such that we had the adversity in the second half, and we had to win the game with less than 2 minutes to go. And I think that has carried over. Coach Redmond did a great job with that because I think it resonated with our players, and overcoming the adversity is what we did again last night.
Okay, Coach, that is great, and we're going to talk about that more. We need to take a break right now, pay the bills. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian School Edition on Eagle Sports 102.3, 96.9, and on the web at eagle102.3.com.
Jesse Lick here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
Mom, Dad, kids, watch what happens when two separate things become one beautiful, glorious thing. No longer will there be any arguing, shouting, or tear-dropping, but instead only hugging, high-fiving, and loving. That's because Orange Julius has been added to Dairy Queen. Kids get their favorite Dairy Queen treats like blizzards, ice cream cones, sundaes, and shakes, while Mom and Dad gets a delicious Orange Julius fruit drink, premium and light premium fruit smoothies. It's all there together at one store. No longer is it Dairy Queen or Orange Julius, but rather it's Dairy Queen and Orange Julius on New Franklin Road in LaGrange.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Welcome back to the Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian School Edition. I am Nate Shaw, the defensive coordinator at Lafayette Christian School, here with our offensive coordinator, Coach Glenn Quiggle. And we've been talking about Lafayette Christian School football. Big win last night, 49-28. Over the North Georgia Christian Academy Chargers. Coach, you were talking about adversity going into the first break. It's something, especially in the last couple weeks, we've seen firsthand, and certainly, huge. We see a providential devotion come to us specifically as coaches and as players from middle school coach Chuck Redmond, who delivered a great devotional to us about adversity through the story of Philippians and Paul. And we're just Paul and Silas, I believe, is right. And we, you heard, if you were listening to the first segment, you heard Coach Quiggle speak correctly, saying 13 players we dressed out last night. And yes, we're playing 8-man football. It's still percentage-wise horrible numbers, and it's fine with us. It's fine with us because we see who is loyal and we see kids face adversity. We wonder if some kids can get out of bed this morning with soreness and bumps and bruises because it's a physical game, and we're just so proud of our boys to come out there and fight and get up. And we actually, just as we speak, one of our boys, Elisha Shepard, one of our starting linebacker, is here and just to check everything out. And we're glad to see him here, and he's well. But Coach, one of the things, and I'll be honest, I was on a trip of the state of Georgia with my 8th grade class, and I showed up to the game late, and that's why I wasn't there for the week of preparation. But one of the things that I noticed right away coming on the sidelines, just coming in blind, is sort of an ebb and flow of emotion. How do you as a coach? I don't know we talked about this, but tell our listeners how you as a coach try to deal with that ebb and flow of emotions, because that's really when you see it back and forth in a football game, which it was early in the game. Explain to that how you try to deal with that. How do you try to express to the players how to deal with that?
Well, a basic philosophy I know that both of us usually coach with is win this play, and then we work on winning the next play. Mm-hmm. And it mostly is focus, and we try to get the focus. And now sometimes, we've had this problem this year where if we've had a silly penalty or something, our guys tend to take 2 or 3 plays off feeling sorry for themselves, and that's our job to get on the sidelines. And even during a timeout, I know we have to snatch a few jerseys, and we have to not too gently remind them what we want them to do exactly. And it's just a matter of focus, it is. And we work that way in practice. We get some boneheaded things that happen in practice, and there are consequences for those negative things that happen during practice.
Yes.
And I know we got guys in dirty uniforms in practice because they're up and down on the ground a whole lot, and they've been on the hill over there with me and you over to the fence and a few other things. And those are gentle reminders, I think, and it becomes part of our work ethic that what we expect. And we generally have been able to this year snap them out of that, when we needed it the most.
I think so.
But this week, I think we were concerned. Some of the players are looking to each other for somebody to step up. We have a guy, Sean McClendon, who's a heat-seeking missile at linebacker. He's one of your favorites, I know, and he gets after it every play. And he's a backup fullback, backup tailback. He's in a running back rotation and
starting linebacker.
And this
Chief
guy,
bottle washer,
and bus driver. But he wasn't able to hardly lift a foot in the practice this week. Mm-hmm. We didn't know that he was going to be able to make it, and we lost Sam Cooper this week on Wednesday. He's probably one of our better tacklers on defense, and
he's moved away. This is an instance where life supersedes football. His family has out of necessity has needed to move out of range of any possibility. It's a couple hours away, so he just cannot physically come to school anymore. So that's one of those issues. Yeah.
So it was one of these things where a lot of the kids are kind of down, and Coach Nearing and I were trying to rally them every day, and we were, trying to get in their face a little bit and try to at least see how much it meant for this program of ours. We're 5 seasons old now, and this is the best season we've ever had. We're 7-3, and we wanted people to realize that. And we had 2 seniors, Devin Alder, Big Dev. We're going to change his name to Bull Gator.
Bull Gator.
I'll tell you about that one later.
Okay, we'll get into that. I'll have to make a note.
And then Jesse Sturmer, our center, and even Mark Lee, who can't play anymore, but he was out there. He's at practice every day.
That's
Mark
right.
Lee.
And he didn't need to be.
Didn't need to be. Didn't even have to be. But he's got a little Marine in him. But these guys tended to set the tone a little bit, and they really helped us get ready this week. And when we had those 2 critical moments in the game last night, when we had to answer with a drive, we answered with a drive, and that made me feel much better. Coach Nearing was.
That's right.
Coach Nearing was really up in the air.
He was.
And we had a lot of energy on the sideline over there. I know that, and we had to endure some questionable calls. I think a few of those from made out of position, and I still don't see him. And I guess we may see him on the film Sunday. I don't know.
We'll leave that one alone, Coach. Coaches are never happy with the officiating. Well, it's just we can leave it there. We had some curt discussions here, Coach. We're going to take a break right here, and we're going to come back with and we're going to feature some of our players specifically when we talk about those critical moments. We're going to go there, and we'll be back here. Well, we're coming to you live from the Kia showroom in LaGrange, right on Lafayette Parkway, enjoying some delicious Chick-fil-A biscuits. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian School Edition on Eagle Sports, 102.3, 96.9, 1240 a.m., and on the web at eagle102.3.com.
Jesse Lick here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid better highway miles per gallon has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people, the Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
Chicken lovers, listen up. All across East Alabama and West Georgia, they're heading to Dairy Queen on New Franklin Road in LaGrange. Why? Because the spicy chicken strip basket is at Dairy Queen for a limited time in October. 4 strips of chicken, customer choice of fries, tots, or onion rings. I personally like the tots. Texas toast, dipping sauce, all that at a great price. You want some delicious chicken, you got to get the spicy chicken strip basket at Dairy Queen, New Franklin Road in LaGrange. It's so good, it's ridiculous.
Caring about people, building relationships, supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You are listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian School Edition. I'm here with Coleman Weiss and Kurt Schneider. And I am Nate Shaw, Defensive Coordinator of Lafayette Christian School, here with Coach Quiggle, offensive coordinator. Over to you, Coleman.
Yeah, and it's great to have Coach Quiggle here. He's his first time on Saturday Morning Quarterback, but we're glad to have him on here. And, of course, we're glad to have Nate and all of Lafayette Christian School and all the things they've been doing this year, having a great record, 7-3, if I'm not mistaken. It is a nice season for the Lafayette Christian School, and the playoffs are next.
Well, we're very excited to have him this year. Been great to get to know the coach, and do appreciate Coach Wiggle coming in this morning. Not only have they won a lot of games, they putting a beat down on some of these folks, Coleman. I like it. I haven't been out this year, but in the past few years, I've been out to watch them play some. If you've never been to watch 8-on-8, that's an awful lot of fun. It's very exciting. They're very well coached. A lot of great kids out there. We appreciate them being here. Appreciate the opportunity. When you get ready to buy a vehicle, come by and check us out at Kia of LaGrange.
There you go. And, of course, they had their the game this week with their inaugural on radio. Our friends across the street down the way, 620, had y'all on for the first time. So everything's just building upon building upon building with Lafayette Christian School. It's a cool deal to see y'all grow. And, of course, so we're seeing the same thing happen here with Kia of LaGrange as well.
That's right.
Every year it gets bigger, and we appreciate all the people that have been putting Kias in their driveways. It makes Kia of LaGrange continue to grow and support our local economy right here on Lafayette Parkway. So turn it back to you guys.
Yeah, they still got that blue Optima over there, Coleman, and I don't understand why it hasn't moved yet. That is a beautiful car.
Blue. So
it's Granger Blue.
If you would want a Granger Blue Optima, that is the machine you want right there.
Well, we need to put in a word about some Cougar Blue there. I have no problem with that Granger Blue, but that Cougar Blue, we need some Cougar Blue. That's right.
I think they can handle it.
Okay. Thank you, Coleman. So we're certainly appreciative of Kia LaGrange here on Lafayette Parkway, what they do locally for the community, all the jobs at over at West Point here, Coach. Coach, you're an economics teacher. You understand how economics work, in that sense, and how important jobs are and people, in the local cash flow cycle. And that's just huge for that. And we also have a Chick-fil-A biscuit cycle here that we need to finish that off. We need to control the supply there. Coach, we talked a lot about big moments. We talked a lot about emotions so far here in the show. Let's talk about our players. We were so pleased every time we see our kids. We love to see our kids. Eli Shepard played as a tough defensive game last night. He was here, just happened to be here with his dad. And, talk about some of those key moments offensively, because really we played, from my perspective, and yes, I am biased, we played a tremendous offensive game last night, and you put together that game plan. Who do you think made that game plan work for the Cougars?
Well, basically, our quarterback, Matt Brown, he has grown in his football knowledge game after game. We want him to do certain things every game, and every game is different because of the matchups that we have. The defensive front, we knew that, for instance, they had a 3 front they'd start with, they'd shift to a 4, and it changed the blocking, and that's what we worked on this week. And Matt Brown was able to make, when we call the plays, he carries them out perfectly this night. And I think also our center, Jesse Sturmer, had a good game. Jack Everett, left guard, had one of his better games. And we have a receiver, Caleb Casey, who's about 9 feet tall, has good hands.
He does.
He does, and he caught some balls. We were able to put the ball in the air a little bit more and stretch their defense out. A lot of times people know that we're going to run the ball straight at them, and we will, and we try to win the line of scrimmage. But lately, people have been stacking 6 and 7 in there and sending linebackers, and so we spread them out a little bit. We run the same play out of 2 or 3 formations at times, and so we have a few guys now that are very heady. Both of our running backs that started last night, Trey Kirkland, a fullback, he had a real good night running, good night blocking, and our tailback, Ethan Pike, had one of his best games of the year. Poor Ethan, he's been nursing 2 or 3 little minor injuries, and he still plays both ways. And I just love him to death because his dedication to the game. He never misses practice. I mean, you've seen him out there even when he was beat up, and he's still going to give it 100% in practice. And he's my kind of Marine.
Yep.
And he's got that good attitude. So he had a great game last night. And as a unit, the offensive line, I think, had a really good game. We've been working on them to talk and to point and to get things squared away right about the snap of the ball. I think we got off the ball probably a little bit better than we've been most of the year. All those things, little things, it's all the little things now that they're internalized, and they're now working really hard at performing every play instead of taking a play off. And when we do that, we're pretty tough up in there, and we can get 3 or 4 yards of carry if we need to, or we can throw it. And we got a little bit better with throwing the ball the last 2 weeks because we've begun to air it out. It's going to be important in the playoff next week.
That's true. And speaking of playoffs, who do we got for playoffs next week?
Well, we were wondering who it was going to be. There was a big game in the league last night. 2 outstanding teams, and we're going to play the number 2 because we're a number 3 seed. So we're going to go north to the number 2 seed. It's Praise Academy.
They're at Powder Springs, I believe.
Powder Springs or Lithia. Yeah, Powder Springs.
Yeah, there you go. They're right next to each other, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, but the Powder Springs group up there, they've got a lot of football players. They're really good, and they actually throw the ball a little bit, and they have a pretty balanced attack as far as we know. Mm-hmm. Defensively, I think they line up in a 3 to a 4, and they send linebackers. So it's going to be some of the same thing we've seen, but talent differential is going to be. It's going to be a little bit tighter this time, so we're going to have to play our best game on the road up there.
Right.
And but now we know some things about them already, some of the things we think we can do, and we'll be breaking down film this weekend and putting a game plan together.
Okay. I'd be remiss without mentioning a couple of defensive players. Turner Hill had a great defensive game. Trey Kirkland played well on defense, and Ethan Pike once again And I finally got a personal or unsportsmanlike conduct for making the kids bring me the ball so they can get their free meal after dinner. But I take responsibility for that, but it's all in good fun. If you want any more information about Lafayette Christian School, you can visit our website at LafayetteChristianschool.com. Thank you, Coach, for coming in today. It's an early morning and after a late night. We appreciate everybody here at Kia LaGrange. Coleman Weiss here for setting us up. I am Nate Shaw, the defensive coordinator for Coach Quiggle and Coleman Weiss, and of course Kurt Snyder and all of us here. We thank you for listening. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian School Edition on Eagle Sports, 102.3, 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and on the web at eagle102.3.com.